This program is brought to you by thepodcastfactory.com.
We believe a home reflects what matters most. Let us design what matters most to you. You are listening to Good Living by Design, where beautiful and well-decorated spaces are created, making you love the space you're in.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Good Living by Design. I'm Linnore Gonzales, your host and owner of DNY Design Group. We believe that a home reflects what matters most, so we design what matters most to you. We create beautiful, well-decorated rooms that will make you love the space you're in. I'm so happy and excited that you're joining me today and can't wait to share design tips, ideas, and stories and provide inspiration to get those decorating juices flowing. We are faced with choices every day. Black or white? Do we go straight or do we turn? A or B? Do we rent or buy a new home? Today we'll talk about staying put and remodeling or moving out to a new home. My husband Rodrigo and I thought about downsizing when my son went to college 9 years ago. However, at that time, the market wasn't good enough for selling a home, so we decided to stay put and wait. We started looking again to move a few months ago, but we didn't really find a home that we felt good about moving into. We also didn't have any idea what neighborhood we want to go to. So the excitement of looking for a new home fizzled out, and here we are, still in our old house that we've lived in the past 14 years. A lot of you may be in the same dilemma we were in. Do you choose to move or stay and remodel your existing home? How do you really make that decision? What criteria do you use to make a rational decision to stay put and renovate or move on? Families evolve, whether that's having children, acquiring possessions, having a job promotion. So now the charming little house you started with feels cramped and overstuffed. Or maybe the kids are gone and you now have all the space that you don't need. Or sometimes people just want a change of pace, and maybe their space no longer fit their lives and interests. So do you stay and remodel, or do you move? Moving can be exciting, but it can also be a stressful time. It's exciting because it allows you to have a fresh start. Generally, the buzz from moving into a new home is trumped only by marriage or the birth of your children. You'll be in new surroundings, have new neighbors. You'll be starting again and be able to build the life that you want. Although there's excitement of a fresh start, there's also the fear of the unknown. Although you have new neighbors, you don't know them. You're not familiar with the neighborhood and the ins and outs of your new area. All this can contribute to the stress, not to mention having to deal with the move itself. If you're like us, we've accumulated years and years of stuff, and the mere thought of sorting through it just gives me a headache. So is your heart set on moving? Did you consider your current neighborhood? Is this a place you enjoy? Do you love the area? What about the school district if you have school-age kids? Are you surrounded with great neighbors? If you're moving to a new neighborhood, make sure that your new neighborhood is equally or a better fit for you. Remember, you can always fix your house, but you can't fix a neighborhood. Now, if you're leaning more towards remodeling, ask yourself if renovating makes economic sense. When you remodel, there's not only the cost of remodel, you also need to consider other costs that may be associated to remodeling. You may have to have temporary living costs while your house is under construction. You also have to consider all the patience that you need while your life is in chaos and displaced. Although there are great contractors out there who would minimize the disruption, admit it, remodeling is like having a root canal. Not every house is a good candidate for a renovation. Does your house have good bones? Make sure to assess or have a professional assess if your house is even a candidate for a remodel that will bring you the results you're looking for, want, and need. It is usually cheaper to remodel, and remodeling provides more stability and familiarity given that you're staying put in an area that you know and have been in, but it can also be impractical at times. If you want to downsize, remodeling rarely makes sense unless you want to rebuild to consolidate or make your space more functional for you and your lifestyle. Now, if you're determined that remodeling is the route that you're going to take, then how do you start and figure out which home improvement projects to tackle first and which ones pay off? Are you remodeling to improve the quality of your life and making your home function better for you? Or are you thinking of remodeling with the goal of getting back your investment when you do decide to sell in the future? Remodeling may be a labor of love, but keep in mind that it is also an investment that can seriously boost the value of your home. If you need more space, then adding a room or two or more can be a good move, especially if you live in a hot housing market. Many homeowners want and need more space and realize that they can't afford larger homes in their own neighborhoods. So they look into adding onto their existing home. We see a lot of requests coming in from adding a sunroom to doubling the size of the house. Sometimes homeowners look into fixing their homes to get it ready to put on the market, but then decide that instead of spending money to get it to sell, they would rather add features to make their homes livable and functional for them to stay put. According to one remodeling magazine report, bathroom additions return the most with an average return of 86.4%. The addition of attic bedrooms, family rooms, and sunrooms return anywhere from 70 to more than 80% of the money spent. And that doesn't even factor the value of your own enjoyment of these newly created spaces. We also see more people looking to having dedicated rooms for their hobbies and crafts. There's exercise rooms, there's knitting rooms, wrapping stations, or home offices. Just keep in mind to be cautious of adding on so much that you price your house right out of the neighborhood. Just keep in mind to be cautious of adding on so much that you price your house right out of the neighborhood. For some of us, remodeling is not about the return on investment. It's simply about making dreams come true and getting the dream home you always wanted. We had a client who recently finished a $250,000 home theater room that has a big widescreen TV and state-of-the-art sound system. This might sound excessive. As you know, most home theater projects involve wiring speakers into the walls and building elaborate built-in cabinetry and soundproofing, all of which you can take with you and stay in the home when you move. We also had a client who had a 7-car garage, which most buyers may find impractical and wasted space. But who cares? That's what my client wanted, and if he wanted to have a 7-car garage in his home, then that's what he's having and that's what he has. Kitchens and baths are still on top as far as return on investments. They are the most expensive areas of the home in terms of construction, and the spaces are where most people spend their time in. When you talk with a realtor as you sell your home, they normally would suggest that you spruce up or work on either your kitchen or bath to attract buyers and get your home sold quicker. Even a small kitchen remodel project can be a great investment. Resurfacing kitchen cabinets, changing the hardware, and making minor improvements can boost your home's value enough that they come close to paying for themselves. You can also consider replacing one or two of the appliances with new ones to take advantage of high energy efficiency ratings that are now common in new appliances, or you can update your flooring or countertops and apply a fresh coat of paint. According to the latest cost versus value report, a mid-range minor kitchen remodel earns a return on investment of 83%. So that means that for every $100 spent on the kitchen upgrade, your home value increases $83 on average. That's pretty amazing. That's a much better return you get from other home improvement projects, including adding a basement, updating your bathrooms, or replacing the roof. So we already know that kitchen upgrades can bump up the value of our homes, but these upgrades definitely make us enjoy our kitchen more and make us happier homeowners. We recently remodeled our kitchen and we love it. It certainly made us enjoy the space more and made us feel better with our decision to stay put in our home for now. So as you can see, there are a lot of things to consider as you weigh your options on whether to move or stay put. It is easy to tell when you need more space or a new layout and configuration. The catch is how best to achieve what you need. Both relocating and remodeling are commonly used to accomplish this objective, and each can be satisfying, effective, and what you need. However, choosing correctly can definitely lessen your aggravation and ensure your family being happy. Remodel or relocate? Which one proved to be the right move for you? I hope I was able to provide insight on this dilemma and brought you closer to deciding what road you want to take. Go to goodlivingbydesignshow.com and get your free copy of the 7 decor tips to love the home you're in. Thank you for joining me today. I love spending time with you. I'm Linnore Gonzales, and thank you for listening to Good Living by Design.
This is thepodcastfactory.com.